Good morning, everyone. How are we today? I hope that we're ready for an adventure, because if all goes according to plan, I am getting ready to set up the single most elaborate campsite that I have ever done in my entire life. I am at a little spot. A buddy of mine, Keith Gibson, owns this. He gave me yesterday my own gate key, my very own little key to paradise. There's, I think, 1,700 or 1,500, whatever, something like that, acres of pristine, super prime, really woodsy, all this kind of stuff place. It's, if you like camping, and especially if you happen to have a camping channel, that's a pretty big deal. I will have 2 complete electrical circuits in this house. Now I will also have, like I said, I'll have of course the TV, the Starlink, the heater. There will also be a refrigerator and a whole bunch of other stuff too. So, lamps, lights. I mean, I'm really going to try anyway, you know what I mean, to just go all out. It sounds like fun now, does it not? I mean, it sounds like there's a whole lot of work involved. And, yeah, can't really argue that point. But I think the rewards will far outweigh the little bit of work. As you can see, step 1 complete. Now for steps 2 through 86, I believe. Should have me a really nice little camp spot though. Okay, I got the basics up. Good enough for now anyway. Good enough to go get Heather and the puppy dogs and the ATV and refrigerator. Last thing. Set up a little kennel, keep the puppies in when they're outside. Pop this up, makes a great big porch. Of course the other end does too. It pops up and makes a big porch too. But I already got it closed up mostly, getting ready to go get her. Stove, TV over here, heater, 2 beds, stove here, cook stove, heating stove over there. But I haven't put the power in yet. I can do that a little bit later. No big rush. Don't exactly need lights right now. So, all right, let's go get Heather and the puppy dogs. Okay, well, we are back. The puppy dogs, there's Moo Moo, and Heather is in there. She's working on some stuff, and she's got Muffin. You know how little dogs named Muffin are. But I figured I would show y'all. Let me get situated here before the sun went down. Couldn't show it to you. I wanted to show y'all what we'll be using to run everything while we're here today, or this trip. The R1500 light. And they sent us this to, take it out and, give it a stroll and see what we thought, see how it did, and, report back to you guys what we think about it. But so far, like I said, it's a combo. And they sent us both of these. It's the solar panel and the power bank, and they're already paired for each other. So you don't have to worry about none of that stuff. Looks to be a really nice little setup. I've been running I got the Starlink on it. I've had it on there and had, playing with a little light, and had to, charging the phone and, all this good stuff. But, yeah, so far it seems to be doing really well. Still sitting at 99%. And I've been running it for about an hour. So, yeah, so far so good. But just wanted to, not bore y'all to death, but, just kind of run through a couple little quick specs in case any of you might be interested. This only weighs 33 pounds. Let's just get that out right up front. It's the whole thing, battery, inverters, charge controllers, the whole 9 yards, everything you need. You know, on my other system, this is considerably heavier. My panels are thicker. These are much flatter. They lay flatter, and you know, it has all the little bells and whistles, you know, that go with it. But anyway, it's got 4 power ports right here in front, DC out, USB out, and USB-C has 2 of those ports. Over here on the side, that's where you connect your solar panel. It just plugs in right there, simple as that, and you're good to go. Now, of course, you can plug it house current, you know, to charge your batteries if you want to, but where's the fun in that, right? About 1,000 watt hours, 1,056 is what it claims. 33 pounds, has Wi-Fi support, and you know, and all that stuff, and Bluetooth app, and you can control things, and you know, all the little bells and whistles. But the thing that I think is nice about it, like I said, first of all, the weight is small, and it's a small package, and it has all, like I said, all the bells and whistles. You know, they're all there. And you can see it got my diesel heater. It's gonna get the high 40s, maybe low 50, who knows. But that's all there is to it. You just have there's a little pouch right here that has the cable, and you just unzip it and plug it up. You're done, and your solar generator is generating power. Simple as that. It's a 200 watt panel, super thin. It, like I said, it folds up really well. I like it, very thin. But yeah, so far so good. And you know, we'll be, like I said, running refrigerators and TVs and Starlinks and lights and all kinds of junk while we're here. So it will definitely get a good workout, and we will be able to report back to you at the end of this trip for sure. But so far, excellent. Love it so far. It's Moo Moo laying right there looking at me. Alright, we'll see y'all in a minute. Let's get back to it. Hopefully the sun will set. It's been actually fairly hot considering. Hopefully the sun will set soon, and you know, get to some evening stuff.
Well, the horrible hot sun has finally gone down.
How hot was it?
It was really hot. The reason I wanted to come was because it's supposed to be a really pretty Labor Day weekend, and I mean, I can deal with the heat, but bringing the dogs, you know, they absolutely didn't enjoy it, and it was kind of stressful for a little while, trying to keep them out of the sun and calm and all this stuff. But it's past now, and it's cool, and yeah, the dogs are starting to chill a little bit.
Bugs are gone.
Yeah, that's another thing. I had bug spray on, but I got completely ate up and by just like gnats or whatever. I don't even know. Little teeny bugs bit the crap out of me, and Leo didn't get bit at all. But they seem to like me. I don't know.
I taste bad.
Well, they'd have to bite you to know that. So why don't they just bite you in the first place, right?
Smell bad? I smell like I taste bad.
I don't know, but we're gonna make some cheeseburgers in a little bit here, and
we have made fire.
And then enjoy the evening until it gets cold.
Yeah, high 40s, maybe 50. Somewhere around there. Sounds nice.
So tonight we're going to have cheeseburgers, and this is a rice and cauliflower cheese dish that I made and brought. Trying to keep it simple, but never really is.
There's your seat back, so Muffin will be happy.
Let me see your cheeseburger.
Can you see it?
No. No, we can't see it. We should have cooked earlier. I haven't put the cauliflower stuff on yet. How's the cheeseburger?
Pretty good. Almost gone.
It's really peaceful out here, huh?
Fire's nice, isn't it? Even if it was a hot day, you know.
Yeah, it's not hot anymore.
Well, it was a pretty warm day, but it turned out to be a really nice, really cool night. We're just kind of hanging out by the fire and enjoying. I don't believe y'all can see very well. Can't really see but a shadow wave, Heather. Yeah, there. Yeah, I can see your hand and your face. That's about it. It's nice. Muffin's asleep. Moo Moo's asleep.
Finally.
Yeah.
They're like bratty kids.
Especially Muffin.
They're so spoiled.
Heather stepped away to work on the cheeseburgers, and Muffin was, Mommy.
I have ruined them.
But yeah, really nice night. Going really well so far. No lizard men or Bigfoots or, you know.
Not yet. The night's young.
Yeah. Oh, here comes one.
There's also sheep man and moth man and
Sheep man?
Wendigo.
Yeah, I've heard of the Wendigo. Sheep man?
I think so. It's either sheep or goat.
Goat man, sheep man doesn't sound very dangerous, does he?
I don't know.
Bah, he wants you to pet him. Scratch him behind the ears or something. No, Mothman doesn't sound very, it seems like he'd like probably fly around flames a lot.
Let's see. I'm gonna look up West Virginia cryptids.
West Virginia cryptids around the campfire.
Why not?
The tent's all set up nice and cozy. Got the little porch out, little lights up there. Very, very nice.
West Virginia is known for many cryptids: Mothman, Flatwoods monster, the Grafton monster, which is a large headless humanoid.
I've heard of that one.
Horrifying.
Headless?
A large headless humanoid.
Huh.
Sasquatch or Bigfoot, Bat Boy.
Bat Boy.
Sheep Squatch.
Sheep Squatch.
That's
huh?
what it is.
Sheep Squatch.
And the
It's a really big sheep.
And the Snallygaster.
Snallygaster.
Hold on. Bat Boy is a creature with a bat-like appearance reported in caves. And Sheep Squatch.
Well, where else? Yeah.
Is
Pastures.
A woolly behemoth with ram horns, allegedly seen walking on 2 feet in Boone County, not far from here.
Was it in a pasture?
We should have brought that up at Madison. The snarly yowl, of course. Snallygaster is another creature featured on illustrated maps of cryptids. It doesn't even say what it is. It's just kind of like question mark. Oh, no, it's interesting.
Bat Boy. Okay.
And of course, Lizard Man that I talked about on my other channel earlier.
Yeah. The Lizard Man. Bigfoot, man, he's like too plain. You just can't really, once you've gone Bat Boy and Sheep Squatch, you just can't go back.
No. Oh, and Vegetable Man.
Corn guy.
He can't get hot.
Huh?
He can't get hot. He turns into popcorn.
I would think. Well, good morning, everybody. It looks as though Heather and I and the puppy dogs survived the night somehow, magically. Little heater did good. It's nice and warm in there. Sun's about to rise. You can see it's still Hasn't burned the fog off yet, but it soon will. It's going to be another nice and toasty day today, but that's all right. You know, you make things, you know, that's life, right? But anyway, yeah, the ALLPOWERS solar setup, it did really well. We left the Starlink on all night. Let's see, we left the TV. The TV was plugged up but turned off. It was on most of the night, but then off, you know, which they still draw 10 watts once you turn them off. They still draw, ours does anyway, depends on, you know, certain factors, I suppose, but ours draws about 10 watts plus the solar panel, you know, what it draws. And we had the TV on, you know, most of the evening, well, late, once we, you know, got done hanging around the fire. We'll see how she does. The later today, well, this evening, we'll tell the tale. So far, so good, though. Like I said, it ran everything, 0 issues. Well, it is just after 12, just after noon on the second day, Sunday. I took Heather and the puppy dogs home this morning before it gets hot. They, you know, are 15, one's 15, one's 16. And Muffin has seizures, so you know how that is. You've got old dogs or old family, you know, anything, I guess. You know how it is. You just got to accommodate. But Heather took them back home. She hated to leave, but they're the babies, right? But anyway, it's just going to be me from here on out, and it's a solo trip. And I got some extra room. I'm going to spread out here in a minute, kind of decompact, turn it from a 2-bedroom cottage into a really nice 1-bedroom apartment in a really cool place. But I've got a bunch of toys. Still got all my toys. I've got the ATV and got the drone, and Heather, she brought the metal detector. Got the metal detector in there and all kinds of toys. But yeah, just hanging out. You know, both of us to get out and, you know, just kind of do this stuff together. Of course, you know, the puppy dogs, you know how that goes, but they did okay. They did good. They did good. But everything, the ALLPOWERS, by the way, the solar bank, it is recharging. We got it all the way down to 44. And right now it's back up to 56, so that's enough for tonight already. And it's just afternoon, and we've got all the good sunlight of the day still to go. So yeah, we'll give it its best chance. I'm moving the panel, you know, moved it once since I got back, just kind of trying to track the sun. It'll set over here. Well, I got the tent reorganized, a little bit more space, you know, everything's, you know, convenient and get to the cooler and everything. It's pretty wild though. This is by far the most elaborate camp that I've ever, you know, tent camp that I've ever set up. You know, power and the diesel heater, it's got its own circuit, you know, the refrigerator, the TV, Starlink, you know, yeah, that's the most elaborate setup I've ever done, not counting, you know, all this other all this other junk. It's gonna take me forever to take this stuff down, ain't it? Oh well. Oh well, I've got the rest of today to hang out and have some fun, and tonight, and probably head out sometime, yeah, around noon tomorrow, give or take. Just depends, you know, how things go, how hot it gets, how warm it gets, how quick it gets. That's probably got gonna have a lot to do with it too. But it's been a cool little trip. Check it out. See what y'all think. Got my panel still tracking Still tracking the sun. Just moved it a few minutes ago. But hang on, let me get back here a little bit. You can see it. Looks pretty decent, don't it? Home away from home. Little porch and everything. That breeze feels good too, and that shade. That's what you want, you know, just as much shade as you can get and open. You don't want it closed because you start getting that greenhouse effect and holding heat. Look out for some firewood. That sun is, it's on like, there's a nice one. Yeah, hello. There's some good ones, but they're not, you know, snaky territory. Saw some better ones right up here. Back around the ridge. This one goes straight down off the edge. Wood there too. Look at that. It's a good one. Beautiful, isn't it? Almost sunset, not quite. Alright, let's get back to the tree. Coal dust. Black coal dust. Alright. In the shade. Pick one out. I like that. That's hardwood. Couple good ones there. Here we go. That looks very promising. And there we go. Nice little bundle of firewood, perfectly seasoned, all wrapped up with a pretty little bow. Not quite got a bow, but it looks like it, don't it? It looks like it should have a bow. Alright, well, y'all figure the odds of getting that back to camp without it rolling out in front of me and taking off down the trail. 50-50. That's my prediction. 50-50. Level part up here should be pretty easy, except for a dip or two. Yep. Ooh. It stayed. First dip down. Almost there. Aha. Just like in one of them video games, quest accomplished. Firewood. And just like that, the sun went behind the mountain, the breeze kicked up, and the temperature dropped dramatically. It feels much nicer out here. It was actually pretty hot today, you know, out in the sun, out in the open. Yeah. Where was all these clouds earlier today when I could have used them? Anyway, it should be getting dark pretty soon. Got a little bit of firewood. Good quality stuff. Should last except for this, you know, these three here. The rest of it's good stuff. Found some coal too. Figured I'd, you know, nostalgia. When I was little, I had an aunt and uncle that burned coal till I was, I don't know, 20. We did for a little while, but, you know, not very long. Chad and I had a wood stove, but it's not the same as, you know, not the same as coal. But I figured, why not? It's an old coal mine. Camping out at an old coal mine. Yeah, may as well toss a couple little chips on and, you know, reminisce the smell of coal fire from when I was little. But yeah, I guess everything else, oh yeah, I guess I need to check on that now the sun's down. It's time. See how it did today. It had all day, and I gave it, you know, which I've been giving it, you know, rough way to go, really. I've got the cooler been on the entire time. The Starlink, you know, on all the time. I got 6 batteries hooked up to it, 6 GoPro batteries. Well, 4 in there right now. But yeah, so it's been on constantly ever since I got here yesterday, non-stop all night long. And we are about to find out how it did today. 82%. Got 4 watts coming in and 1920 going out to the Starlink. That thing must not take much power at all for that little fridge. Must not take much at all for that thing. Can't even really detect it. You know, this one here, that's a different circuit there, that battery there. That's just for the heater. It's still at 99% after running all night last night, running the diesel heater. Those are really nice for those of you like to camp in cold weather or want to try it. You can get these really cheap, $100. And you don't have to have, you know, fancy lithium battery. You can run them on a car battery or any 12-volt power source. They don't care. Don't take much power at all. And 3 gallons of gas. I brought 3 gallons. And let's see. It holds I think 1.3 gallons. I'm still a little over 50% after running it all night last night. And that's just on the first tank. Got a few chicken legs barbecuing. That sounds pretty good. A little bit of barbecue. I was noticing when I went to do it, the barbecue grill was way all the way in the back of the truck. And I kept looking at it. Well, do you want barbecue or do you not? I wound up crawling in there to get it. Trying some barbecue sauce that Heather's brother Steve sent to us. He sends us a lot of little stuff like that. But thank you, Steve. Tastes pretty good. It's like sweet Bratton's Best barbecue sauce. Bratton Farms. Shady Grove, Tennessee. Sounds like a nice place, don't it? But anyway, yeah, we're cooking. It'll soon be dark. It's getting there, isn't it? The sun's gone, and you can tell the night's on its way, for sure. But, ooh, I see a log right over there. Firewood. Try to avoid the ones back over, back in across the creek, and it's a little bit too snaky. You got to know where to walk and where not to walk too. Helps. Very, very helpful, But I'll be lighting my fire soon. You see just a little bit of sun on the tops of the clouds up there, making them light up. And pinks. Look at that. Look how pretty those clouds are. The moon. I can see a half a moon right there. Just starting to come up. Should be a really pretty night. Last night there was just a billion stars out last night. Really, really nice. Okay. I have moved into the tent and got my dinner ready. Just 3 nice big juicy, very juicy chicken legs. I was really careful to let them get done and then scorch the outside. I like to scorch the barbecue sauce and then sauce it again and scorch that and then sauce it again. Crunchy, that kind of thing. But I just got the TV hooked up and just turned Netflix on. So I'm gonna sit down and watch a little bit of a movie and have me some dinner and go out and hang out by the fire. I may even drag the TV out there. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, let's try the barbecue sauce that Steve sent. Looks impressive, doesn't it? It looks good. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Very good. Very good. A little sweet, a little tangy. Almost, I would call it mild, but you can tell there's just a teeny little bit of heat in it, and that really sets it off. It really does. It makes it really good. But anyway, all right, that first bite, I was polite. It's barbecue. First bite is all polite, eat it with a fork. Yeah, I'm gonna turn a movie on and destroy this barbecue. Whatever happens, happens. I've got a whole roll of paper towels right there waiting. Whatever happens, happens. Here we go. Oh, guys, I do believe I've hung in there. Hang on. Get a little more light. I do believe I've hung in there just about as long as I can. I am exhausted. But yeah, hung out, watched a movie called The Burrowers. It's pretty good. But yeah, hung out by the fire. Great day. It is, yeah, I'm tired. I'll see y'all in the morning. Good night. Well, good morning, everybody. It's day 3, the morning of day 3. What day is it anyway? I don't even know what day it is. Monday, the 1st, September. Supposed to be low 80s today. And I was kind of hoping to be a little bit packed by the time the sun got right there. I was hoping to be a little bit packed at least. Nope, not packed at all. Nothing packed. So that's all right. We'll just pack up in the sun, right? We'll make it work. All right, let's get off here, have some coffee, get woke up, and get this ball rolling. I got a lot of work to do today for sure. Well, just got to the part where I'm packing up the little power bank. Thought I'd kind of touch base just a little bit, final thoughts, that sort of thing. It is right now at 5%. I ran it all night last night with, running, had the Starlink on and, just a little light and, what else? That was it. But it did pretty good. It did really well, you know. If I'd shown it, I'm sure that if I'd shown any sort of restraint yesterday, you know, not just leaving everything on while it was charging, I'm sure it would have gotten back up to 100. I do believe that. But either way, we wanted to give it a real run for its money and see what it did. And it absolutely did everything that I could possibly ask from it. It took everything it had. It's got 5%, y'all. It was fun. And I hope y'all enjoyed this little video. You know, I hope you enjoyed the little trip out here in the middle of nowhere. We appreciate y'all coming along. Thank you very much. I guess nothing left for me to do except jump in the truck and haul tail, I suppose. So yeah, got me a nice little spot cleared too, huh? When I come back, it's ready to go. Great little place, we know that for sure. Great place. Winter, this will be a great winter spot, son.